More now of my exclusive exit interview with former Atlanta Mayor Kasim Reed. I asked him point blank about the scandal that plagued much of the end of his time in office. We do need to talk about the bribery scandal.
Absolutely.
You stood fast, stared down many cameras. I know you felt attacked at some time, but you know, as you said, you're used to that. Where does it stand, and does it affect you greatly that people say there's no way he didn't know, he had to know this was going on?
Yeah, I think that's just nonsense. I think what people also ought to add is that we've now released 3 million documents, emails, all of this information. And after all of this scouring and going through a political campaign, not one single document of any kind has ever suggested impropriety by me. That's the bottom line. And that's why I can sit down with you and walk in peace, because I know that I've wanted to be mayor since I was 13. And I would never do anything to jeopardize the job that I have in this office. And let's talk about the bribery scandal and where we stand right now. You have one person who's pleaded guilty, who was hired by my predecessor, and he was a 14-and-a-half-year employee. He went to Morehouse, he went to Yale, he went to Georgetown, and everyone who knew him thought that he was a fine, upstanding individual. He pleaded to taking $30,000 in bribes in restaurants and bathrooms throughout the city. Factually, that's where you are right now. Factually, that's where you are. The other investigation relates to 2 contractors who claim that they paid an individual. Most folks have some idea who that individual that they claim to have paid is. But I do run an organization with 8,500 people in it. And if there is an individual who, like Mr. Smith, took bribes, all of that information sharing is locked. It can't be changed. It can't be undone. And because of the resources that are being put forth, it will be known. If there was something about this bribery investigation that was unknown that should have been discovered, do you really think that it wouldn't have come out during the course of this campaign, in this election? Right? You're a serious journalist. If somebody had something, by goodness, as hard as people went in this election, they would have produced it. All they had was innuendo and smear, and the behavior of a person that I had no role in hiring. And unless somebody can tell me how to chase someone in the bathrooms and restaurants, please tell me how I should have known that Adam Smith was accepting bribes. You can't. So that's really what I have to say about the bribery investigation. God knows I wish it did not happen.
To see all of my exclusive exit interview with former Atlanta Mayor Kasim Reed, you can go to CBS46.com. That is also where you will find part 5 of the interview, and you'll learn what nearly brought the former mayor to tears. Thanks so much for joining us for this edition of Public Affairs on Peach, and be sure to like Public Affairs on Peach on Facebook. We will let you know about other upcoming episodes. We also welcome your feedback. That's it for this week's edition of Public Affairs on Peach. We'll see you back here next Sunday morning at 11:30.